Right now, hundreds of thousands of households across the UK may be missing out on money they are entitled to receive. According to the figures mentioned in this report, around 880,000 households are not claiming pension credit, leaving more than £2 billion unclaimed each year. Could some of that money belong to you or someone in your family? If you were born between 1951 and 1966, listen carefully, because you may have reached state pension age already or may be approaching it. Either way, it is worth understanding how pension credit works instead of assuming that you will not qualify. Welcome to Pension and Benefits Guide, where we explain pensions, benefits, and important financial support in clear, simple language. Our goal is to help you understand what may be available, what you should check, and how to protect yourself from missing out. Pension credit is designed to provide additional financial support to people over state pension age who have a lower income. In simple terms, if your weekly income falls below a qualifying level, pension credit may top it up. The figures referred to in this report suggest a weekly income level of approximately £238 for a single person and around £363 for a couple. The exact amount someone can receive depends on their personal circumstances, including their income, savings, housing situation, and any additional needs. Some successful claimants may receive only a small weekly payment, while others may receive considerably more. However, the most important part is that pension credit may act as a gateway to several other forms of financial support. Even a small award could potentially help unlock additional benefits worth much more than the weekly top-up itself. Unfortunately, many eligible people never apply because they have already convinced themselves that they will be rejected. 3 common beliefs are responsible for much of this confusion. The first is, I earn too much. Perhaps you receive the state pension along with a small workplace pension, a private pension, or some savings. You may assume that these automatically prevent you from qualifying. But that is not always the case. The calculation can be more complicated than simply adding up every pound you receive. Some savings may not affect the calculation immediately, while savings above a particular level may be treated as providing additional income. Other circumstances, including disability, caring responsibilities, or certain housing costs, may also affect the amount used in the assessment. That is why you should not reject yourself before an official calculation has been completed. Many people who believed they were comfortably above the qualifying level have discovered that they were still entitled to some support. Even when the award is small, qualifying for pension credit may provide access to other valuable help. The second common belief is, I own my home, so I cannot claim. This is also incorrect. The home you normally live in is not generally treated as savings when your pension credit entitlement is calculated. Owning your home does not automatically disqualify you. A pensioner who paid off a mortgage many years ago but now lives on a limited retirement income could still qualify. The assessment focuses mainly on income, savings, and individual circumstances, not simply whether you own the roof over your head. Therefore, whether you own your home or rent it, you should still check. The third belief is more personal. Claiming benefits feels like accepting charity. Many older people have worked throughout their lives, paid taxes, made national insurance contributions, and rarely asked for assistance. Because of that, the idea of claiming pension credit may feel uncomfortable. But pension credit is not a personal favor or a charitable donation. It is part of the financial support system available to people who meet the official conditions. There is no shame in checking your eligibility and claiming support that the rules say you are entitled to receive. Going without heating, food, or other essentials because of pride does not protect your dignity. Understanding and using the support available to you can help protect your independence. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Pension and Benefits Guide. Share it with a pensioner, relative, neighbor, or friend who may not know about this support. In the comments, tell us whether you have ever checked your pension credit eligibility. Now, here is where the real impact becomes clear. Pension credit may be much more valuable than the basic weekly payment because receiving it can help you qualify for other support. One possible area of help is council tax reduction. Depending on where you live and your circumstances, receiving pension credit may significantly reduce your council tax bill. In some situations, the reduction may cover a large proportion of the bill, although the exact rules are and amounts can vary between local councils. For a household facing a substantial annual council tax bill, this support could be worth far more than expected. Pension credit may also connect you with help toward winter energy costs. This can include access to schemes such as the Warm Home Discount, subject to the current rules and qualifying conditions. Support connected with winter fuel payments has changed over time, so it is important to check the latest official guidance rather than relying on older information. However, receiving qualifying benefits such as pension credit can be extremely important when entitlement is assessed. People aged 75 or over who receive pension credit may also be eligible for a free television license. For many older people, television provides news, entertainment, and companionship, so removing this annual expense can make a meaningful difference. Pension credit may also provide access to help with certain NHS-related costs. Depending on your circumstances, this could include assistance with dental treatment, glasses, and travel expenses for eligible hospital appointments. During periods of very cold weather, some pension credit recipients may qualify for cold weather payments when the official temperature conditions are met. These payments are intended to help with additional heating costs during qualifying cold periods. For pensioners who rent their homes, pension credit may also help open the way to housing benefit. Because rent is often one of the largest household expenses, this support can be particularly valuable for older tenants living on a limited income. The exact support available will always depend on your circumstances and the rules in force at the time of your claim. But the key message is simple: never judge pension credit only by the weekly payment. Imagine a 72-year-old widow living alone in the home she and her husband paid for many years ago. She receives the state pension and a small workplace pension. For years, she assumes that her pension and home ownership mean she cannot qualify. Eventually, someone helps her complete a proper benefits calculation. She discovers that she is eligible for a modest pension credit payment. The weekly top-up helps, but that is only the beginning. Her pension credit award may also help reduce her council tax, provide support with winter energy costs, and later help her qualify for a free television license when she meets the age requirement. The small weekly payment becomes the key to a much larger package of support. This is why guessing can be so expensive. You may believe that your income is slightly too high. You may think your savings disqualify you. You may own your home, have a small pension, or live with a partner. None of these facts, by themselves, provides a definite answer. Only a full eligibility calculation can show whether you qualify. You should also remember that government departments may not automatically contact every eligible person. In many cases, pension credit must be claimed. The fact that you have not received a letter does not necessarily mean that you are not entitled. So, how can you check? You can contact the pension service using the official government contact details. Always find the telephone number through the official gov.uk website or another trusted organisation rather than relying on a number sent through an unexpected text message or email. You may also ask Age UK or Citizens Advice for help. They can explain the process and help you understand what information may be needed. Another option is to use a trusted online benefits calculator. These calculators allow you to enter details about your income, savings, pension, housing costs, and household circumstances to receive an estimate of what you may be entitled to claim. Prepare information about your state pension, private or workplace pensions, savings, investments, housing costs, and any benefits you already receive. Providing accurate information will make the calculation more reliable. There is also an important detail about timing. A successful pension credit claim may sometimes be backdated for up to 3 months, provided you met the eligibility conditions during that period. However, you should not delay, because you may lose support for weeks that fall outside the permitted backdating period. The sooner you check, the sooner you can find out where you stand. And now, an essential warning. Criminals often target older people with messages about pensions, refunds, grants, or unclaimed benefits. A scammer may call unexpectedly and claim that money is waiting for you, but that you must immediately provide your bank details, card number, password, or security code. Do not do it. Never provide sensitive financial information to someone who contacts you unexpectedly. Do not allow anyone to pressure you into acting immediately. End the call, delete the message, and contact the relevant organization yourself using details obtained from an official source. Genuine organizations will allow you time to verify who they are. They will not demand passwords, full security codes, or urgent payments to release a benefit. Remember the 3 beliefs that prevent many people from checking. Receiving a private or workplace pension does not automatically mean that your income is too high. Owning the home you live in does not automatically prevent you from qualifying. And checking your entitlement is not something to be ashamed of. Pension credit may provide a direct income top-up, but its greater value may come from the other support it helps unlock, including possible assistance with council tax, housing costs, energy bills, healthcare expenses, and a television license for eligible people aged 75 or over. Do not rely on assumptions, rumors, or figures from previous years. Benefits rules and payment amounts can change. Use an official benefits calculator, contact the pension service, or speak with a trusted advisor to receive information based on your current circumstances. Have you checked your pension credit entitlement recently, or do you know someone who may be missing out? Tell us in the comments. Please share this video with an older relative, neighbor, or friend. One simple conversation could help someone discover support they never realized was available. Subscribe to Pension and Benefits Guide and turn on notifications, because in our next video, we will continue explaining the pension and benefit rules that could affect your household income. Thank you for watching, stay informed, stay careful, and we will see you in the next video.